Hello everyone. Now today I will be showing you how to make a awesome Robo dog. This is going to be fun. We're going to make lots of things such as like just the whole sci-fi cool kind of. It's just going to be cool. It's just going to be like a white silverish kind of Robo dog. So let's go into edit mode by clicking tab. Now what I want you to do is I want you to actually go on insert faces. That's the reason it's the first thing I do is because it's the biggest detail, and yes, we should start with the biggest details for many reasons. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this in a little bit. So if you click on that tool down here and then you click on the face, you insert it, just insert it like a little bit just so it has this rim. The reason I do this is because we have to make it look a certain way to make it look cool. I want to do it that it has like an insert, so we'll click on this face, that face, and the middle one, so that and then what I want you to do, I want you to extrude it, and I want you to scale it inwards. Actually scale it in on the x-axis, so you click SX and then you scale it inwards like that, and yeah, so it makes that kind of pattern. Now I want you to do that again. Extrude, press E and then press SX, and now move it in to the middle like that. I'm actually going to move this down a little bit, so click into the move tool and click on this arrow to move it down. It looks like a house kind of shape, but yeah, we can change that. First of all, I want you to go into edge select mode and then select this edge on the side and this edge on the side here. So yeah, the two edges. Yeah, that looks good. Then I want you to use the move tool and I want you to move it down. Let me see, what is it doing? It's doing weird stuff. It's like made a weirdish thing. Go back. Command Z. Wait, it's done something weird. Wait, let's do that again. My bad. Click on these two faces. That's what I wanted to say, because then we can make it into this cool structure. Even though it does again what it did before, it's still. So yeah, go back. It keeps on doing. I think for the reason is we need to apply the apply it, because see how it's a bit messy. We have to go to A or Shift A. Wait, Command A. Yeah, Command A. Sorry, I got that wrong. And then do scale, and that should get rid of certain things. First of all, then go back into edit mode for safety, and let's do one more thing that should get it rid of all that. So click A, make sure an edge select because that makes it easier, then click A like that, and now what I want you to do, click M. What that does, it merges the faces, so it makes them one. Now click merge by distance. Go onto this little thing down here and then maybe get rid of, say, two of the actual O's so that it's not as many, and then do that. If it doesn't remove any vertices, then do it a bit more, get rid of another O, then do it again until it actually removes anything. Just get rid of, and now look, see, you just had to do 0.1 meters. See, this now has this, it has this cool kind of pattern to it. There is one thing I realized though, if you go into X, you'll see that this bit bends weirdly. And the reason for that is because we need to either move these two out, so we need to like just move this, just put this one straight like here, and then we click on this one and we move it straight here. It can be handcrafted, this, because it's not the hardest, it's not the trickiest thing to do. We click on these top ones, both of them, and then we move them outwards if you don't have this problem, good for you, because I must have either clicked something wrong, or yeah, I don't know. But let's have a look from top, bottom, looks good, side, 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 side. Yeah, I think we've done a good job fixing that weird bend in it. What we're gonna do now though is, just, as you see, this is just literally just a little hut. This is not the beginning, this is just the beginning. So what I want you guys to do, everyone, is click on the again and go into edit mode, but this time be on face select, so you have these faces. Yeah, click on this one and this one, so the two on the right and left. Now click E. Now right click and then do Alt S, and then that should just extrude. Alt S. Command S? Alt S? What's my thing doing? Oh, I must have unselected. Go back. Okay, yeah. Now, wait, is it E already? No. Press E, right click, Alt S, and now it should just move these faces out. Move them out like here. And now what I want you to do, I want you to just click S, which should just scale them in like that. And then do that, so it becomes like this little sort of cubish kind of look. What I would then want you to do is I want you to click onto these faces at the front bit here. And as you see, if you'll move it out, it should just move it like that. I want you to move it out like about this much, like that, just to make it have a specific pattern to it. Then I want you to press E. Then I want you to scale it down a little bit, and then I want you to move it down like that. And then I want you to press E again. I want you to scale it and then move it up a bit, just like that. Just so it has this body kind of thing. So wait, move it down a little bit again. Can't be too high, otherwise it's not as good. Yeah, this looks good. Now what I want you to do, I want you to go to the bottom bit here, select all these faces, and then press I, and that should just merge it inwards like that. Then merge it in like that much, and then press, well yeah, just do that, and then go onto the move tool and move it down, and then do the same again, I, and then move it down, and then do it again, I, for the final, let me do it again, and then move it down again a little bit, and that should just make this like belly-ish kind of cool kind of pattern. Yeah, let's continue. So as we see, it hasn't got that much detail, and for the reason is we need to do something with these side bits. Let's what we do first, let's click here on this one here, and let's click on E about this much, and then click S to scale. As you'll see, it only does it on the first side, so actually go back, select both of these, press E, right click, and then do Alt S, just move it out like that, about this much, and then press S again, like we did before, click, and then yeah, as you see, it makes this cool pattern on the side body. Now what I want you to do, click on again, do exactly the same thing, click on E again, and then right click, and then click Alt S to do the same thing, and then click about here, and then do again S to scale it inwards. And now as you see, it has a cooler pattern, it looks more futuristic, you could say. What we now want to do is we want to do something to the back, so we are going to now click on all of these faces, and we're going to press E to extrude, and then we're going to scale it down straight away. You don't have to move it down or anything like that, and then just E to extrude about this much, and then scale it inwards, yeah, like that much, and then move it maybe a little bit more inwards actually, yeah, like that. this here is quite already looking good, the body, but what we're going to do is we are going to press E on this bottom plate here in face mode, and we're going to click S, and then we are going to move it down to like the body bottom bit here, for the reason that this will be the back legs, where the back legs go, and this will be where the front legs go. Yeah, just like that. And then we're going to make some things here, make some sensors that may look like sensors, but yeah, just some funny details that make it look cool. Extrude that again a little bit just to give it a bit more detail, and then move it inwards again, well, down a bit, so yeah, like that. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks more like a, yeah, futuristic. Yeah, now since we have already done really good on the body, what I want to do next is I want to go on all these faces, click all of them, all these ones that we extruded, not that one, just this one, so all these, and then I want to actually press E again and then do Alt S, and then what I want you to do is right click, sorry I said that wrong, and then press I. As you see, that inserts it. Then what I want you guys to do is I want everyone to press again E, right click, and then do Alt S this time, and then just extrude it out a little bit like that, about, and then press S to scale it, like, yeah, wait, actually don't press S, sorry, silly me, wait, go back to this, don't press S, press I, and now press E, and now press Alt S, and then just push it in a little like that, yeah, like that, about that amount. And then as you see, we've already got much more detail on our Robo dog. Next thing, obviously it just looks like a lump now, obviously it needs legs and stuff, but one of the biggest details I see is the fact that it's so cubic. As you see, that just lines that stick out of the object. We obviously want to get rid of that, so go into modifiers, this little wrenching, click add modifier, and then click on bevel, just like that. Wait, sorry. Delete that, press the X thing there, and go into edit mode. You'll see that it's good, but what we need to do is we need to apply the scale. So we click Command A, apply scale, and yeah, apply the location. Wait, don't apply the location. Apply properties. Okay, yeah, this is good. And then click enter. Yeah, just do an enter. Just do it for fun. Yeah, now let's do the add modifier thing again, and this time you should actually do something. Which, funny enough, it doesn't. No, it doesn't actually, sorry. Some reason that didn't work, but that is another way of doing it that will guarantee work, is go back into edit mode, now click A. That will select all the faces, make sure in face select, just so you know, and then click Command B, and then what that does, it basically does what? It basically adds another edge onto the edge. So obviously if you move it out, it turns into that. I have no idea what is that scene supposed to be, but so go back, yeah, don't do what I just did, but do Command B. So yeah, as you'll see, it will just move it out a little bit. It should just add an edge. Wait, let me go back to one. Now see how it only does one edge. Change that by doing the mouse wheel. Change it to about 5, so like this amount. Doesn't have to be exact, just should be good looking. Okay, good. Okay, let me move it. It's very exact. Okay, click. when you have this kind of line. And then as you see, look at that, it has literally a bevel. It has a smoothness to it. It's beautiful. It literally is beautiful. But I want you to do is I want you to right click, make sure you have this object, and then right click and then shade auto smooth. That makes it more beautiful. It gives it a smoother sort of kind of thing. Just makes it look better. Could say it that way. Okay, next thing I want you guys to do is I want to create this head bit. We're going to go into the head, so we want to click, make sure in this, and then click C, which will make this little thing on your mouse. If you use the mouse wheel, you can make it bigger or smaller, no matter however you spin the mouse wheel. Just make it about this big, just, yeah. Then just select this face here without all the others. Now just press E. I just want it to be like this amount. I don't want it to have too many details. Just scale it inwards a little. Now just press E one more time and then press, press E one more time and then press S, and then press E one more time and then press S, like that, and then move it down a little bit like this, and then move it in a little, yeah, like that. Now press shade auto smooth just to keep it, the fundamental niceness of it, because otherwise it doesn't look that good. But yeah, so we have made this bit. What we want to do is we want to actually tilt the whole thing a bit. So it's tilt it on the x-axis in the rotate tool and move it up a little. So just so it makes about this. So then when we make the legs and the stuff, that it will make a bit more sense. Actually move it down a little, maybe rotate it back a tiny bit, just like that. Yeah, that looks good. Now what we do next, we will, and the basic structure already looks great. First of all, what we can do before we move on to the legs is actually do the coloring, for the reason that most other YouTubers like to do the coloring afterwards, but honestly I like to do the coloring before. I just get a better overview of the object. But honestly, for the fact that to make it a bit easier, because coloring then becomes so much more stuff. It's not that hard. I do pretty easily. You can make quite a lot of cool stuff without making it hard. But honestly, as I'm gonna say, we are going to do all the other forms first, for the reason that most people say it's more efficient, and I in that sense agree. With certain things, it just makes everything in that sense also a bit easier. And it matters how you look at it though. As we say that, the basic structure already looks great. You need to make legs and stuff for it to be more knowing what it actually is. But one thing I didn't say yet is we want to make a robot arm. You've probably already seen it from the picture of the object, which, I'm not sure how it looks like yet, but we want to make a claw. So I want to make a little claw that just helps the Robo dog with its daily tasks. What I want to do, I want to have it have a little thing on the thing, and then just see how it works. I might have one or two different claws, I'm not sure yet, but probably one, because one is the more basic, and I like it more. But I love the shininess of it. That's one of the things I really like, if you look inside, it also looks really cool. Really cool. Looks like a cool house. It literally looks like a house in there. You could literally live in this place. I'm not even joking, guys. There's literally everyone. This is such a cool house. Oh my god. I should make this into an inside. Make it into like a Star Wars kind of thing. Yeah, but I'll do that in maybe a different video or never, because it's just a random kind of thing. You can anyway do many things already, and this is just the inside, which looks cool. Look, it has nothing glitchy about it. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. I love it. But let's continue, and yeah, so the next thing I want you guys to do, I want you to go to add menu, and I want you guys to add, or everyone to add a cylinder. Click on mesh, add, well, same place where you got the cube basically. As you see, made a cylinder like that. What I want to do is I want to move it up like this. Then I straight want to do shade auto smooth like that. Then after that, I want you everyone to scale it down like that. And then so scale it inwards and at the top to make it into this like plate kind of. Maybe scale it out a little bit more. Yeah, about that amount maybe. Now move it over here down. Just put it over here about like next to the leg bit here. Now I want to move this thing, move it down. Then I want you guys everyone to click S, which scales it, and then just align it up about like with this kind of, that it makes it look a bit more in place with it. Now I want you guys to click, everyone is to click R, which rotates it, which we don't want to rotate it like that though, obviously. Right click again, I just clicked wrong thing. Click R, and as you see it rotates it. Click Y. As you see, that rotates it on the Y axis, which you can just spin it around, so you make propellers and stuff. You just literally spin it around, like, yeah, you can make it really fast. You can just go spinning round and round. But we're not messing around, are we, though? So let's click R, and then if you're on Y, then click 9T90, which should just make it like that after a second if you just click 90. Yeah, so this is cool. What I would say is we go back into edit mode here, and then deselect both of these faces, and then make sure you just have this strand of faces, and then click Command B to bevel it. And as you see, we're doing basically the same thing as we did before. What I want everyone to do, I want everyone to do that, but make it like this size, so it's like has that pattern to it, like that, so it looks better, I think. Shade auto smooth straight away, just for reasons that it doesn't become messy. Yeah, like the footballer. Yeah, just jokes. So yeah, I want everyone now to push it in like there. Now maybe move it down a bit more. Yeah, about here, just in the middle. As you see, it doesn't actually touch this bit, for the reason that it actually is not completely good in that sense with that. What I want everyone to do, I want everyone to literally just go onto the scale tool here and scale it out on the x-axis like this amount, maybe, to make it into a bit of a thicker barrel basically. Now I want everyone to put it into there. Make sure it's not sticking out the back. Make sure it's actually either in this bit here or isn't. Yeah, so as you see, we have got that thing there, which it doesn't look the best because it's inside the actual object, which does not really look the best, honestly. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do exactly the thing, move it backwards a bit, and then, yeah, make it about here. Maybe move it back inwards a little bit, just so it still sticks out a bit more, maybe. Yeah, like that. This looks good, much better than before, I think. And wait, move it in maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Like that, yeah. So far this looks cool. Now I want you guys everyone to click on to edit mode tab to select this face, and then I want everyone to press I to insert it. Now I want everyone to insert it to about here. Then I want everyone to extrude by pressing E a little bit, about this amount, and then I want everyone to press E again like that. Now I want, see there's 2 bits here. I want everyone to select all of this, but there's a shortcut by holding Alt and now selecting or clicking a couple times. Like that. You should, if you just hold Alt and then click a couple times, it should get that ring kind of selected faces. Now click E, right click, and then do Alt S, like that, and then I want everyone to extrude it to about this amount, like that one. Might actually less, so scale it inwards a little bit, scale it outwards a little bit, like that. Yeah, this is good. So yeah, as you see, it's like a kind of a thing, because yeah, it doesn't go into the actual bit here. It does a little bit, but it doesn't bother it. I want it to be that if you rotate it, that it moves in that sense, that the leg actually moves but doesn't hit anything. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to achieve, you could say. Now I want everyone to click onto this face here. I want everyone to move it out a little bit. Now click E again, extrude about this much, so scale it inwards like that, and then move it in a little bit like that. Yeah, like this. So this obviously looks good, but what I want everyone to do is to click C again. You remember this thing, and then select this face by like just left clicking all over it. So yeah. Now I want everyone to click Command B, which should bevel it like that. Now do about this amount, and then go back out of edit mode just to look at it for a second, and yeah, it looks good. Shade auto smooth for safety, just to make it better. Yeah, this looks good because it looks like robotic kind of. Yeah, so now I want everyone to click on to here, back into edit mode, and actually select onto this face again with all of these little inserts, like so, all of this like that, all of it, and then just move it out a little, just a little bit. Scale it in a little bit, just a little bit. I'm just saying a little bit loads. Yeah, little bit. Yeah. Now I want everyone to go back, look down at the bottom, just to look at it for a second, and then I want everyone to click C again, and then scale it down a little bit, and then just select about this rim. Okay, like that. Maybe unselect all this rubbish. Yeah, like that. Select all that. Unselect all this I don't want, that I never asked for, but it always gives it to me, but I don't want it. Let's just continue do that up to like here. Yeah, maybe push it down a little bit. See again, just half that, just like that. Yeah, so this is good. Now what I want everyone to do is to move it down. As you see, it makes it basically extends it. This looks cool. It's meant to make it look like a hip kind of the Robo dog. But yeah, so move it down about this amount and then scale it inwards a little bit, just like that. And then I want everyone to just move it back a little. Yeah, about this amount, just like that. Because then, could say if it's like the hips kind of. And so move it back, yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. Not more than a little bit, just a little bit, please. Just a little bit. Now I want everyone to look down here again and select, actually make another one of these. Basically I want, well, there's actually a trick to this. If you see here, just as you see, just Shift D, Shift Duplicate, which makes a new object. Right click after doing that, and then just go back into the Move tool and move it down like that. What I want everyone to do again is to scale it down. Just scale it down a little bit. That's all. Yeah, like that. What I want everyone to do now, this is a cool trick. Right click, make sure you have that object select. Now go down here on this menu to mirror. Now I want everyone to click on mirror global, Y global, like that. And as you see, it's basically turned it around, but without turning it around. So it's like mirrored it the opposite way. So if you look into a mirror, it'll be that way, and then like, yeah. Well, yeah, let's see if you look, let's like see mirror is that way and the other way is that way. So yeah. Just like that. Yeah, that was cool. Now what I want everyone to do is just move it in a little bit, just like that. Like, yeah, like that amount, and then move it up. Obviously, well, not obviously. Just I'll tell you obviously when to do that. Now, yeah, have it like this amount. Now I want everyone to click onto this again. I want everyone to select. Wait, this bit here, just accept all this stuff that I don't want to select. See, like that. Yeah, like this. No, like that. Okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, my thing was getting a bit dizzy. Now I want everyone to move it down, like here. As you see, it's like this, it's cool, it makes this cool, like, yeah, like that. Move it down about that much, yeah, just so it has this coolish kind of design to it. It should be able, it should just do that automatically. Yeah, just like that. But I want actually to scale it a bit more, so go Command Z and then go back to when you're here, where we were here. And then move it down a bit more, and out, down and out a bit more, just to make it like, well, Command Z, select it and then scale it inwards a little bit, just a little bit, and then I want to click E, like that, and then scale it inwards a little bit, just like that. What has it done? It's just extruded it like outwards like that. Wait, go back. Click E again. Make sure it's E on the Z axis. Not the Y, the Z. So it goes down, and just push it down a little bit. Just a little bit, like I always say, just a little bit. Like that. And as you see, it's made this sort of realistic kind of thing that makes it look like a Robo dog. What we do next though is we go back into edit mode and we move this down. Like, make sure just move it this way a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, and then I think the most common word I say is a little bit. Select, go into C, select off everything, then click C, and then select all of this. So all of this here, as you see, and then press E to extrude it out a bit, like that. Just scale it inwards a little bit, and then push it up a little bit. Yeah, like that. And that should make it look a bit more realistic because it's a bit thicker now, and it just makes it look better, I find. Yeah, because this is the back legs. So what I'm going to actually do though is select on both of these. Well, select this one first, move it down a little bit, that's just a little bit. I again said a little bit. I should stop saying a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I always like to put a joke in my video. Yeah, so now select on all of this again. So all of this, just all of it, just all of this edge bit, this rim. Could call it a rim, yeah, a rim. It goes rim. Now move it down a bit more, just a bit more. Yeah, about this much. Move it to here. Just so it's a bit larger, otherwise it doesn't look realistic. Yeah, like that. Just about that, yeah. Wait, go back, Command Z, click back into edit mode onto this. Now click S to scale it inwards a bit, a little bit, yeah. And now make sure you just maybe align it up with that, like that. Yeah, like this. This is good. Now, as you'll see, what is the cool part? If you click on this bit and then you click R to rotate, you can rotate over there. Obviously, this doesn't go with it, which is something that's hard to fix. You would have to add bones and stuff, but I'm just gonna move it back a little bit more, and then move this a little. Yeah, like that. Just so it has this bent kind of feature to it. Yeah, just like that. Because it can move then. Yeah. This already looks really cool. I find it looks cool a lot. Very much. Now, since we have already done the back legs, I would say it's good enough. Select both of these things. Now click Shift D, right click, and it will duplicate them. Now do right click, don't click off it, right click and then click mirror, click onto mirror thing, and then click X global, and that should just mirror it like that, and then click onto the move tool, move it over like that, about, yeah. How much is this? This is like, yeah, this is about, well, go into top view, because I want to make sure it's more of a like kind of thing. Move it out a little bit, yeah, like that. Now click, and as you see, it has literally made the legs like that. It looks like a literal alien gun, or I don't know what it is. But yeah, what I want to do now is actually make it look like it's walking. So have it into a pose, actually. Move this onto like this axis, and then move this, well, click on this one here, move it down like that, and then click on this one and move it over. Like that, move it down, and then rotate it like that. Like that, yeah. Yeah, maybe actually with this one, move it back a little bit more. Maybe a bit this much more. Yeah, like that. And then move it like here. And then, yeah, like that. Now rotate it, and then, yeah, like that. This looks good. Move it down a little bit more, just a tiny bit. Because otherwise it doesn't touch the ground. That just does not look good. You want it to touch the ground for the reason that it looks more realistic. Because we wanted to make it like a pose, a cool kind of pose of the thing. Yeah, just like this. This looks good. So now I want to select both of these things. Now click Shift D. Move them forward like this, put them about, yeah, like here, just on there, just in that box, kind of. Now left click, and you'll see that it's synced, and this looks, did you just see how easy that was? I just duplicated it. Wait, go back, Command Z where you have this selected. Now scale it, press S, scale, and then scale it around, like, or just scale it down a bit. Yeah, about that much. Yeah, just a little bit. Again, I said a little bit. I can't stop saying a little bit. Yeah, move it out a little bit. God! Keep on saying it. Yeah. just like that, just so it looks cool, kinda. Yeah, like this, and then move this out also. Yeah, just look at the top view again, just go into top view, and then move this to about, to mirror it, kinda. Yeah, like this. This looks good. But obviously the problem is this is much further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, rotate it like this, and then push this, put this on here, attach it again like that. Yeah, maybe rotate it a little bit, just a bit. I'll say a bit, it's better than a little bit because I keep on saying a little bit, but bit's better than a little bit. Yeah, just like that, and then move this one a little bit like that. A bit, yeah, just a bit. Yeah, just like this. This looks really cool. I love it. It really looks great. The legs already look really cool.